Hey Chase basketballers, Lomer here. Trust you're staying safe and healthy during this time. I just want to talk to you about one of the greatest qualities an athlete could possess, and that is perseverance. I'm sure many of you have had the opportunity to watch the Michael Jordan and Chicago Bulls documentary that's currently airing called The Last Dance. And if so, you would see that the challenges that players such as Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman all faced when they're growing up and early in their careers, and the challenges that kind of persisted right through to the end of their careers as well. You would have seen how they used those challenges to motivate them, to make them better, to inspire them, and to encourage and work with one another to achieve that end goal that they did. Well, I want to share with you another story about an athlete whose name was John Aquari. He was actually a marathon runner who competed in the 1968 Olympic Games held in Mexico. Now, John was one of the favourites to win the marathon race. However, unfortunately, early on in that race, while jockeying for position, John had taken a heavy fall and severely injured his leg and his arm. Now, any person in that situation probably would have been well within their rights to stop racing. However, John made the choice to persevere, and after being medically attended to, he continued his race, even though he could at best only limp and hobble his way for the remainder of that race. Well, in the end, as you know, the marathon runners all run through that tunnel and finish their final lap around the stadium to the cheers of the crowd, and first and second and third place had come through. Well, it was over, I think it was close to an hour and a half after the last person had finished that John finally started to emerge through that tunnel and into the stadium. He was so far behind, in fact, the medal presentations had already taken place for that marathon race, and many of the thousands of people there had already gone home. There were only a few, or 1,000 or 2,000 people there by reports, who were still in the stadium to see John run his final lap around that track. As he finally hobbled his way across the finish line, this journalist, who was just amazed at his perseverance and his courage, approached him and asked him the question, why did you keep going? Like, why didn't you stop? You had every right to stop because of the injuries. And John's response astounded him. And he said, my country did not send me 5,000 miles to start the race. They sent me 5,000 miles to finish the race. Guys, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And along that journey, from start to end, there's going to be many things that come, things that challenge you, things that, whether it's individually, whether as a family, whether as a group, as a team, or whether as a community such as we're facing now as we journey through this COVID-19 pandemic. And it's the choices we make to stand up and to keep going, to push through. Those things define us, and they even define the people around us as well. And by doing so, we encourage others to keep going. We give them the courage to keep going as we do ourselves. Guys, I hope you're training really well. I hope you're persevering with that, knowing that there will be an end, that we will come back together again with our training. And I hope to see that the improvement that has taken place because of the work that you've put in, because of the perseverance you've shown through this time. Guys, stay blessed, stay healthy, and hope to see you soon. Bye.